Hello, welcome in everybody, welcome in. This is Sharp Fantasy Sports coming at you here today with your second video for the Saturday NCAA Hoops action. It's going to be your free pick video for Duke and Illinois. The Illinois Fighting Illini fighting for a chance to get back in that top 25, while Duke is just fighting for a #1 spot in the NCAA tournament coming up here in the next month or so. If you missed the first video, make sure you go back and watch Iowa State and Houston. We broke down the best bets for that video, the prop bets, where we're falling in the over-unders, spread totals, things like that. When it comes to this game, obviously Matchup Predictor has Duke heavily favored to win this game, 80% win rate. But I wouldn't count Illini out, man, at home here. I mean, I know Duke's minus 8.5-point favorites, but Illinois has something to prove here, man. Lost 2 straight games, 3 of their last 5. They really need a signature win here, or at least to play well, right? While Duke has been rolling, right? You can tell here, 18-point win against Virginia recently. Stanford, obviously, they're kicking everyone's ass. Some shitty teams here they're playing. While Illinois has had a pretty tough schedule, pretty tough time of the year. And speaking of tough schedule, taking a look at the KenPom ratings here in terms of strength of schedule, man, it's not been easy for them, right? Taking a look at the net rankings here, and if you're new to this KenPom, what they are, there's an advanced analysis of college basketball, taking a look at all the stats when it comes to offense, defense, tempo, strength of schedule, all those little things they put into an algorithm, right? All the nerds do. They spit it out to you and show you who the good and bad teams really are based on certain things, and strength of schedule is one of them. Take a look at Illinois here, man. Top 10 in terms of strength per schedule. Interesting enough, man, we got a couple different Big Ten teams in here like Purdue, Illinois, going to Ohio State right here, West Virginia, no, not West Virginia, Wisconsin. Interesting enough to, not surprisingly, I guess, not interesting enough, but not surprisingly, SEC, right? SEC is the toughest, toughest one in the country. But Duke not in here, as you can tell. Not even in here. Not even close to in here in terms of strength of schedule. Go all the way down. If I do a quick little look here for Duke, way down here, man. They're the #1 ranked team right now by KenPom ratings, but they're way down the list, all the way down here when it comes to strength of schedule. So if you look at the net rankings on it, they're the #1 team in the country by KenPom statistic rankings. In terms of offensive rating, they're 127.3, while giving up only 90.9 adjusted defensive rating. So they give up a lot, right, defensive-wise, but they score a lot. And that's all because of you-know-who. Cooper Flag. So no surprise there, man. We'll start with Duke, and we'll start taking a look in terms of the best prop for the games. And it's going to come down to Cooper Flag, right? He's leading in all of the categories right now on the team. 4 assists per game, 19.7 points per game, 7.7 rebounds per game. It's pretty insane, right? I mean, he's averaging almost 8 rebounds a game, which is nuts, man. And he's almost averaging a double-double, which is crazy right now for college basketball. Obviously, going to be probably the National Player of the Year for them. #1 pick probably in the NBA draft, even though he's talked about coming back next year, which is kind of crazy to me. We'll see about that. But it kind of leads into where we're going to go first. You could play with the prop totals in terms of point totals on him. Obviously, there's not a lot of profits available for you when it comes to PrizePicks. We just drilled down here in PrizePicks for you guys if you're a PrizePicks player. 20 points per game. He's averaging right around that, but it's tough. He's at 19. He's missed the last 4, the last 5. You could look at the PRA here. I'd maybe fade that too. More so, I kind of want to fade him. I do, guys. I wouldn't fade him on the point totals. I wouldn't, but maybe a rebound or assist total ones. We took a look and we took a deeper dive into it. We think there's a good spot to play the under here, as it shows right here, under 7.5 on his rebounds. He has 80% of the hit rate here on the rebounds. Now, I get it. He's averaging 7.7 on the year, but could be a spot where they're whooping Illinois' ass, doesn't play a lot, or they're playing from behind, and he needs to score a lot more. And here's another thing too, man. Illinois is one of the best rebounding teams in the nation. Yes, in the nation, man. Led by Tomislav Ivicic, man, averaging 8.2 rebounds per game. So something to think about here, man. They are really good in terms of offensive and defensive rebound production here, man. Some of their top guys here. Morris Johnson, I think, is hurt right now, actually. But even Casper Jack and Chunas, tough to say his name. Kasparis Jack and Junis, he is one of their best offensive players, but he still averages 5.5 rebounds per game. Their guards, man, are great. It's insane. So I like that as a first fade spot here. I'm going to fade Cooper Flag under 7.5 rebounds per game. Second play is going to go back into Kasparis, man. I like him over in the 3-point percentage here, man. He's hit this 3 of the last 5 games here. Going over 1.5 is going to be the play here for this game. I don't know if we have it available here on PrizePicks again. Let's take a look here. So I'd like to kind of just break it down to show you here that not every prop is always available here in PrizePicks. You kind of got to go look around for it, right? So we like him over in his 3-point percentage here. Not going to find this here, right? You're not going to find this anywhere on here, right? I don't see it here right now at all. He'll play up his point totals. I like that one a lot, actually. Play up his point totals. He's averaged 15.5 the last 5 games. It's not a crazy bet. We're getting a huge edge. Same thing with PRA. If anything, you're getting a worse bet here in the PRA, but it's a good spot for him. He's been really playing lights out for the Illini recently. If we take a look even deeper into his stats, and where he's been in terms of the home percentage here, guys. He's been pretty damn good. 30% three-point percentage at home is pretty damn good. I mean, it really is. And he's been heating up a lot recently. If you take a look at his recent games here, where's he been at? I mean, what? I mean, shitty game against Wisconsin. They got their ass kicked 17, 24, and 24. These games were insane, though, guys. So if they're playing well, if they're scoring a lot, and again, going back to the Ken Pom rankings here in terms of offensive ratings, guys, taking a look at that even more so. Illinois, where are they at here? They're in the top 15 in terms of offensive production, 121 points right there. So pretty good spot for them. I really do. To score a lot of points against someone like Duke that's had a pretty easy strength of schedule, and Illinois needs a win. So I really like the over 3.5 or over 1.5 on his 3-point percentage. And the last bet we're going to place is on Tyrese Proctor, over 12.5 points. 60% of the hit rate here. It's great. I mean, really, this was just a random blip game here for him. I mean, before that, look at that 1, 2, 3, 5 straight games. He was way over this mark. So I think this is way off. I don't understand it just because of this game and these two. I mean, these games, he outproduced like crazy. So I get it. Maybe they think, hey, play him in the middle. The sports books, that is, because like he can have a game where he just goes for a dud like this. But I think it's a good spot. I mean, Illinois is not that good of a defensive team, really at all. I mean, if we take even a farther look into the NCAA stats here on both these teams, in terms of defensive production and where they're at, I think it's just a good spot to play the overs. I really do. Yeah, I told you already. Like Illinois, I mean, they're right near. If they're not number one, they're number two, right behind Alabama in terms of rebounds per game. So I would fade. I mean, that's my first best bet. It's fading Cooper Flag because they can rebound the ball well. But if we take a look at the team stats here in terms of defensive leaders, yeah, let's look at that on the year. Last video we went over this, showed you Houston's the best team in the nation in terms of defensive rating, so we love an under in that game. We really do. I mean, it's not a surprise there. They're one of the best teams in the nation, and defense wins championships in the NCAA tournament when it comes down to it here at the end of the year. But take a look where Duke is. Let's see if we can find Duke. You know, they're not bad. Pretty damn good in terms of 60.8 points per game given up and shit. But take a look at Illinois is what I really wanted to show you. They are not good. They give up a lot of points, guys. They're not even showing up here on this page. You can tell, like, I'm searching it here at the top right, if you can't tell. Not even showing up because they're not good. They're not a good defensive team. They don't even place in the top 50 here. So if I break it down more, they may show up. Let's see if they show up now. Still don't show up, even in the top 100. So they're not a good defensive team, guys. They're not even showing up anywhere near this. Like I told you, it's not even the top 150. So again, I think it's a really good spot to play him up. He's 60% to the over here, over 12.5, which is a good line. I think it should be like near 14.5 based on what we're seeing recently. So those are the 3 best bets, guys. And we're going to have to pair this up on PrizePicks. I mean, not on PrizePicks, on Dabble, because I don't think you can find this even on PrizePicks. We couldn't find the first 2 on there. We'll look for Proctor on here. We got Proctor here at least. It's pretty hot bet, 12.5 points. Yeah, you can see why. 4 of the last 5, averaging 17.5. So you can get Proctor here, which is kind of nice, but you can't get anywhere else. So these 2, Cooper Flag and Kasparis, you cannot get there. So we're pairing it up in Dabble. 3-man pays out 6x here. You can do a 2-man if you want to. Obviously, you can't do it with Flag and Proctor, though. You gotta find something else. But if you look at our last video and pair it up with that, that's a good pairing too. Then the last props in the last video. We love this 3-man pairing for the game. Just great value here. Illinois, best offensive rebound and defensive rebound team in the nation, so we like Flag to fade him there. Kasparis has been great. He's going to have to step up for them if they're playing from behind. He's been killing it the last 4 games. And then Tyrese Proctor, I mean, just Illinois' defense is terrible, so this should be an easy hit for us. So pairing this up on Dabble, follow us on there, copy the play. 1 unit place for 6x payouts. If you're new to Dabble, make sure you get on there. Free $10 is yours when you use code SHARPSPORTS. Link is below. New users only, deposit required. It's just like PrizePicks, over-unders, and here's all the states available in right now, okay? And if you're not on Boom, get on Boom. You can get a free $100 on there right now. We're promoting them. Pretty cool app, over-unders too. Risk-free bet, $100 risk-free bet. You might as well just take advantage of these bets while you can, guys. If you're not on Boom, get on there. First entry is free for new users. Link is below. Code SHARPSPORTS, and we always have some bets for other. We always have promo codes, that is, for others like Chalkboard, Better, and Dabble, obviously, as well. And if you want to get on VIP, if you've been with us for a bit, we got a March Madness special going on right now, $40, 10 spots remaining. I think it's 7 right now. We're running it through the NCAA championships, only $40 for basically a month and a half. Pretty damn good deal for all of VIP right now. And you can get a free month of VIP if you just deposit any of the apps, Dabble, Better, or Boom. Just download them, deposit anything into there, email us a screenshot at sharpfantasysports@gmail.com. We'll give you a free month of VIP. All right, guys, those are the best bets for today. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Follow us on Winible for more free bets. We'll see you next time. Peace.